Everyone's talking about the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. The reality is that misinformation has traveled further than the truth. Well, let's talk about what will be inside the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center and put an end to the false information. The reality is, the training center will be very much like those in DeKalb and Gwinnett counties and several others across metro Atlanta. With millions of visitors and hosting notable events in the city, Atlanta has become a world-class city. And if you look closely, what Atlanta is doing isn't out of the ordinary. The city of Atlanta is simply updating its training facilities to better prepare first responders and other public safety personnel to better assist the community. Atlanta owns more than 400 acres in the area. This land has historically been the site of the Atlanta Police Academy and the Atlanta Prison Farm. The Public Safety Training Center will be built on 85 acres of that land, of which more than 30 acres will be continued green space. The rest of the more than 300 acres will be preserved as green space for the public to enjoy. The training center will support training for the Atlanta Police, Fire and Rescue, and Emergency 911 personnel. The campus will have an emergency vehicle operator course to train crews on emergency response driving for both firefighters and police. Currently, police and fire recruits are having to share classroom space in temporary locations, which is both inconvenient and inefficient because it is not centralized. With the new facility, the city is also answering the concerns of neighboring subdivisions about firearms and explosives training. The firing ranges will be relocated closer to industrial areas near Constitution Road, and a 100-foot tree buffer will be added to suppress the noise. This gives residents a more tranquil and peaceful community in which to live. With the focus of developing the best public safety training possible, the facility will also have several simulated buildings, a house, a nightclub, a gas station, and a motel, to help both firefighters and police officers train for situations they will encounter on the job. To better train our fire and rescue department, the campus will have a Class A burn building to provide technical skills trainings to recruits. The current burn tower has been condemned and is not safe to use. Atlanta Fire and Rescue is the largest fire department in the state of Georgia. Responding to more than 75,000 calls for service annually, the department has been forced to use burn facilities across the metro area to train its recruits. Some people have raised concerns about the new Public Safety Training Center. We've been listening to those concerns and we're delivering. The city of Atlanta has produced the most extensive training requirements in the Southeast. The state of Georgia requires only 10 weeks and 1 day of training. The Atlanta Police Department requires 23 weeks of classroom training and an additional 12 weeks of field training. Our training includes vital areas like de-escalation techniques, mental health, community-oriented policing, crisis intervention training, as well as civil rights history education. For more information on the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center, visit atltrainingcenter.com. I'm Chris Peters.